Excellent!
What's up everybody, Big Swede here once again. Thanks for joining me. So today's video we're going to talk a little bit of Star Wars. Now, about a week ago, Disney had their D23 Expo, and out of that, us crazed Star Wars fans finally got some Star Wars news. Man, it's been like 4 months since the original Rise of Skywalker trailer came out, so it's about time, man. We've been craving some information, and out of D23, we got, in my opinion, three big pieces of news here. The first being the news of a Kenobi series for the Disney Plus streaming service coming up. We also got the trailer for The Mandalorian, which is also going to be on Disney Plus, and then finally we got a little bit more footage of the movie coming out, Rise of Skywalker. So we got a little bit of bonus footage. I wouldn't really call it a trailer. There's really only maybe 20-30 seconds of new footage in it, but cool stuff nonetheless. Now this isn't a true reaction trailer since I've actually seen these multiple times, but I'm kind of just gonna talk through my thoughts on it, maybe analyze a little bit of the footage. But yeah, let's get into this and talk some Star Wars. All right, first up, let's talk about the new Kenobi series that's coming to the Disney Plus streaming service. Now, we don't have a whole lot of details on this series so far as the plot line. We do know that it's going to be coming out next year. They're already writing the scripts for it. We do know the timeline, where it takes place in the timeline, around the time of the Solo movie. And outside of that, we don't really have a whole lot of news as far as what's going to happen in this series, who it's going to feature, other than the big news, obviously, that Ewan McGregor is coming back to reprise his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Everybody's excited about that. I think everybody feels like Ewan McGregor did a great job with that character. But here's where I have a beef with Disney. I think they missed a huge opportunity when they brought Ewan McGregor out on stage to make this announcement. They missed a huge opportunity to, kind of give the fans something that they want. Whether it was intentional, they just don't want to give us what we want, or, they're just not in touch with what we want. Either way, they missed a huge opportunity to have Ewan McGregor come out on that stage, stand there in front of the world and say, "Hello there." Anybody that's a Star Wars fan knows that phrase. It's an iconic phrase. Alec Guinness's first words he spoke in the original Star Wars, a phrase that they brought back into the prequels with Ewan McGregor. So obviously they understand the significance of the phrase because they brought it back. But man, what a huge miss on Disney's part. Instead they have him come out there and do that stupid dialogue with Kathleen Kennedy, like, "Ask me if I'm coming back." Huge fail on Disney's part. Outside of that, though, really excited to see Ewan McGregor come back. Really excited to see what they do with this series. That's really my only beef at this point. Again, we don't really have a lot of details yet, but yeah, huge miss on Disney's part. Ewan McGregor should have come out there, even if he did nothing else, come out there, say, "Hello there," drop the mic, and walk off stage. Would have been better than what they did. But, I digress. All right, next up is The Mandalorian. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. While this isn't Boba Fett, it is Mandalorian. I love the whole Mandalorian culture. I love that they brought it into, the Clone Wars and the Rebels animated series. I've always had a fascination with Boba Fett and the whole Mandalorian thing. So when I heard about this series, this is one of those things that I've definitely been excited about. So this last weekend at D23, the first trailer for The Mandalorian dropped. I'm going to throw that video up here. We're going to go through it, and I'll kind of give you my first takes on what I think of this. So first of all, this opening sequence here, this visual here of the stormtrooper heads on pikes, awesome, love it. Yeah, man, man, these scenes here, like the production quality on this show is top notch, man. This is like, you know, movie level cinematic stuff here. Awesome. Apollo Creed, baby. Yeah, again, the visuals, man. That is awesome. Yeah, you definitely get that like Wild West gunfighter kind of feel to this. Yeah, that armor's awesome, man. Love it. Yeah, and that's awesome. Yeah, this little
bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
This little standoff scene here, awesome. Take them all out. Nope, you're not getting away. Gonna cut you in half with a door. God, that's awesome. Dudes in carbonite, gotta love it.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. November 12th, baby. Can't wait. Yeah, man. Can I just say that I am totally psyched to see this. Cannot wait for November 12th. Man, already got my order in for Disney Plus. Did that whole... I think you got one more day to get in on it if you're a D23 member. You can get Disney Plus... if you pay up front 3 years, you end up getting it for like $4 a month for 3 years. Man, you can't beat that deal. So if you still got time, I think it ends on the 2nd. So get in there and get that $4 a month for 3 years. Boom. All right, so last but not least, we come to the bonus footage that we got of the upcoming Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker movie. I wouldn't really call this a trailer per se. 90% of it isn't even any new footage of the new movie. We only get really like maybe 20 seconds of new footage, but we do get to see some stuff that we didn't get to see in the original teaser trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video up and we'll go through it, and I'll kind of pause in a couple different spots to, kind of talk about my theories on what I see, kind of my analysis of it. But, definitely some cool stuff in here. So let's get in this. So, starting off at the beginning in the, original trilogy, which I think they did this on purpose. They did this in the order that we all remember it. Instead of starting with Episode 1 and going to Episode 9, they started with Episode 4, 4, 5, 6, and then went to 1, 2, 3, and then to the sequel trilogy. So we get lots of nostalgia here.
We've passed on all we know.
There's my man, Maul. Gotta love him.
1,000 generations live in you now.
Into the prequels. And now into the... They didn't spend a whole lot of time on the prequels, though.
This is your fight.
Some kind of celebration thing going on. Carrie. Now this scene right here, love this scene, man, because we get a little bit of everything here. We've got new, we've got old, we got X-wing fighters, but they're the new style X-wing fighters. But you got A-wings, you got Y-wings, you got B-wings, you got everything. Man, all in one scene, coming out of hyperspace. Love it. And then that. Holy crap. Look at all those Star Destroyers. And those, my analysis of it anyway, those aren't first order Star Destroyers. Those are old school Imperial style Star Destroyers. And Jesus, how many of them there are. My idea on this is going to be like Palpatine's Sith army. We got, at San Diego Comic-Con, we got the release of the Sith Trooper, which, I kind of feel is going to be, it's not going to be a First Order thing. I think this is going to be Palpatine stuff. So, like, I think this whole fleet has been hiding off somewhere. Palpatine kind of making his plans, and when he comes back, this is his fleet. This is my opinion anyway. So, man, yeah, that's a great shot though of all those Star Destroyers. Got C-3PO with the red eyes, some kind of new super weapon.
Your journey.
Cool scene here. In my opinion, this is kind of that scene that we saw from the original trailer with the Death Star remnants. I think they're fighting on the Death Star here.
Yes, it's in.
Now, right there, if you listen, you hear Vader's breathing there. So I don't know if they're trying to, like they did with the original trailer with Palpatine's laugh at the end, kind of cluing you into Palpatine coming back. Maybe they're kind of playing with Anakin coming back in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, why throw his breathing in there? But that's definitely Vader. And then we get this. So we get Dark Rey with the dual-bladed lightsaber, which I love. There's so many theories going out there on what this means, and even who it is. That I've heard theories, people saying that this isn't Rey, this is Kerry Russell's character. I don't think so. I think it's Rey. I mean, looking at it, but I do think that this is some kind of vision or something along the lines of Luke in the cave on Dagobah when he faces Vader in the cave. I think this is going to be something along those lines. There's theories that like she actually turns to the dark side. Maybe. I don't think Disney's going to do that. I just don't. And then there's another theory I heard that like Palpatine like possesses her, but how would she have this lightsaber all ready to go already? If he possessed her, she would be using whatever lightsaber she had. She wouldn't have this convenient, dual-bladed red lightsaber. So, in my opinion, this is going to be, some kind of vision or, some kind of like, the cave sequence with Luke. But, yeah, definitely cool. And they bring in a little Rey music there at the end. Yeah, so definitely cool stuff. Not like I said, not a whole lot of new footage, but some definitely cool visuals in there. That Star Destroyer fleet, badass. The shot of the Rebel ships coming out of hyperspace, definitely cool stuff. Dark Rey, whatever that turns out to be, it's still a cool visual. Dig it. As I've said when I did my original reaction trailer to the Rise of Skywalker, these trailers you can't take them at face value. They're always going to try to throw you little loops, make you start analyzing what you think it's going to be, and then there's sometimes that stuff in these trailers doesn't even end up in the movies. So I take it for what it is. It's entertainment value. It's a little bit of eye candy. Definitely can't wait. Hopefully next month, maybe we'll get a full trailer, something more to talk about. We'll definitely do a live reaction to that one whenever it does drop. But yeah, that is, in a nutshell, my thoughts on the news coming out of D23 last weekend. So yeah, Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan. Love it. The Mandalorian, God, I can't wait for that. Visuals, like I said, look so freaking good. And we're all waiting until December for the Rise of Skywalker. So glad to have, Disney Plus coming up next month to give us a little bit of something before the movie comes out in December. That is all I got today, guys. As always, if you like what I'm doing, please give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up there. Stay up to date with any new videos we got coming out. We will catch you next time. Until then, live life and have fun out there, and may the Force be with you.
Excellent!